Hello everyone, welcome once again. I am with a new video. Okay, so today I will discuss about robot anatomy. Okay, so let's move to that slide. Okay, so what do we mean by robot anatomy? It means by what are the various parts that is associated with the robot. Okay, so if we see these pictures, you see there are various parts and linkages. Like see here, you see the joints is there. Again, there are in leg, there is knee. Different types of joints, elbow are there. So each joint has different objective. Some joints will move rotary, some joints will move twisted, some joints like translation motion. So in that now you see this one is end effector. So in that we are going to discuss what are the various parts in the robot. So in coming slide we will see there are mainly parts can be classified in two way. First one is the combination. When we use combination linkage joints, so it becomes arm or manipulator. Okay, this one arm or manipulator, it is series of joints and links. Generally links is a rigid component, and joint, as you know, there would be some relative motion between two joints. So two joints, two links will be used to make a joint. Okay, so based on the size and types of joints, the aspects of the manipulator physical construction is determined. Okay, so the way we have used the joints and links, that affects the capability of the task for which it is to be designed or best suited. Okay, so now you see here this how to understand. Now before going that, I will talk about what is manipulator. Manipulator, as from the definition you see, a robot manipulator is an electronically controlled mechanism consisting of multiple segments that performs tasks by interacting with its environment. They are also commonly referred to as robotic arms. So in more precise way, robot manipulators we can consider as a device which is used to manipulate objects or items. Okay, so when I say objects or item, it means some part. Okay, so now what does it mean by manipulate? So manipulate is like handling the parts or controlling the parts. That is called manipulate. So in manipulator we don't need any operator to grab the part. Robotic arm is used to grab the part and put the part in particular way, to handle the part in particular way. So that is why it is called manipulator. Okay, now in this particular photograph you see this one is ground link. So from the foundation, okay, from the foundation, consider it as a foundation up to this height, consider as a link 0. Okay, next one is this one, link 1. So link 0 and link 1 is joined here somewhere here. That will give rotary motion. Okay, that is kind of a rotary or revolving motion. We will see this term in coming slide. So this one will become joint 1. Again this link 2 and link 3, oh sorry, link 2 is connected here. Okay, so again here it is rotating type. So this one, if this one is joint 1, so this will become joint 2. Again link 2 and link 3 is here, so it is joined here. So this one is again rotating type. Again this one joint 3, then joint link 3 and this one link 4 is joined here, so it is kind of twisting, so it is joint 4. Again this link 4 and link 5 is connected here, this axis, this one. Okay, see this axis. Okay, so it will become joint 5. Okay, next again there is small part, we will see in coming. There is another here and here like this. So this is our link 6 and this one is link 5. So this will become our this will become our which one, link 6. Okay, here this one you see a kind of revolving type. Okay, so this one is link 6. Okay, come to next slide. So here again I am going to discuss joints and links in manipulator. So first joint here, this one you see from foundation to this part, it is link 0 and this one is link 1. So link 1 and link 0 is joined here, joint 0. Okay, so joint 0 is where that link 1 and link 0 is joined, is called joint 0, because this one is link 0, that's why no link 0. So this one is not 0, joint 1, and the axis of that rotation of that joint is first axis. Okay, again you see this one and this one, there is another axis of rotation. So this one is second axis. Same way here, third axis, fourth axis, fifth axis and sixth axis. Okay, so this one axis 1, this becomes here this one forward and backward motion. Here axis 2 rotation, axis 3 up and down movement, axis 4 again bend, axis 5 and sway, axis 6. Same way first axis, because this one is joint 1, this one is joint 2, joint 3, again here joint 4, again this one here joint 5, and this one again here another one is here joint 6. Okay, so okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. Now all mechanical joints can be categorized under one of 5 types. So there are 5 types of joints that is used in robotics, and either we were using one amongst all these 5. Okay, So first one is linear type or L type joint. Okay, so in linear type joint there is input link or link 1, or you can not necessarily link 1, it can be any link. So we should call it input link. This one is output link, and output link will move, our output link will move inside the outside of the input link. This one is input link, this one is output link. So motion is linear. Okay, that's why it is called linear joint. Again, input link is this one is input link, output link is this one. So output link is normal to the input link. What is that? Why normal? Because you see axis of this link is this way and axis of this link is this way. So input link axis is this way, output link axis is this way, and motion is there, linear motion is there in this way. So this is called orthogonal. What? Orthogonal, this type. But output link axis is normal to the input link. Here it is linear. Okay. Next is rotate. Now after, there are two types of linear joints and three types of rotational joints, or rotary joint, more precisely rotary joints. Okay, so this one is input link axis is this way, another output axis is this way, and axis of this joint is normal to these two links. Okay, so in other sense we can understand the same way, like one axis is there, one axis here. Okay, there is some joints here. Okay, joints here. So input axis is this way, output axis is this way, and joint axis is normal to the input axis and output axis. So this is called R type joint, rotational or R type joints. Okay, input axis, output axis, this is not visible clearly, but you can understand again this way and this way. So it is not necessary that both are in same plane or collinear. Okay, so the motion would be like this, it will move rotating type like this way, this link will move like this way. So this one is upper one is input, lower one is output, and axis is normal to the, what is the axis? This one is axis of the rotation. Okay, so it is normal. Then twisting joints, here it is also called T type. Both axes are parallel. Axis of rotation is also parallel to the input axis or output axis. Okay, this one revolving type, it is also called V type. Revolving type, input link, axis of input link this way, output is parallel to the output is normal to the input link, and axis of the rotation is parallel to the input link. So this one is called revolving type. This one, it will revolve like this. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now, so this one is typical example of an articulate robot. Now again you see, you can find out this one, this sweep is joint 1, and you call it as a axis 1, axis 2, axis 3, 1, 2, 3. Now here 3 axis. Okay, 3 here and 3 here. So 3 axes are used to manipulate end effector. We will see. incoming slide, end effector EF. Okay, so a small exercise for you. Now you have to identify the parts. Okay, link and parts and links and joints. So what is this black one? Which is it, link or joint? Okay, this one is ground. Okay, so link 0. Okay, link 0. So where is, what is, there is this type of movement here, rotation is there. So this one is series, rotation is there. So this one is kind of another joint. So if this one is link 0 and this one is link 1, then this part link 1. Okay, so this becomes joint 1 and axis is, and that rotation of axis is axis 1. If this one is link 0, link 1, then this becomes L2, this becomes L3, this becomes L4, this becomes L5, another, this is small section, this is small section is link 6. Okay, link 6. Now if this one is link 0, link 1, joint 1, link 1, link 2, this one is joint 2. Okay, then link 2, link 3, that is joint 3. Then link 3, link 4, this one, joint 4. Then link 4, link 5, here it is, we will see, that is joint 5. Link 5, link 6, here again there is another joint, that is link 6. Okay, oh sorry, joint 6. Okay, I hope it is clear to everyone. This was an exercise. So common robot configuration, robots are made of mainly 2 parts. So mainly 2 parts, we can classify those various parts in 2 ways. First is body and arm assembly. There would be obviously many, there would be numbers of parts, thousands of parts, but in broader category, when we classify robot, they will have body and arm and wrist assembly. Okay, so body and arm, usually 3 axes are assisted to position the end effector. Okay, and then wrist assembly is 2 or 3 axes are associated to orient the end effector. Now series, if this one is complete, this one is body and arm, and this one is, in particular case, this one is end effector. Again, this one is up to this body and arm, and here we have attached welding torch here. Okay, so this one is another example of body and arm and wrist assembly. Okay, what is the end effector? End effector is mounted at the end of the robotic arm, because there is some objectives, there are some objectives for using robot, because either you have to pick some parts or you have to handle the parts, and to handle that parts you need some obviously to grasping mechanism, and that is why that grasping mechanism is called end effector. Okay, sometimes grasping mechanism can be replaced by the tool. So in that case, instead of using gradient defector, we will use tool. Okay, let's move to the next slide. So now you see the body and arm here. Up to this one is only arm, and here arm with end effector, and in effectors various shapes you can see. This one is not visual to you. Let me hide myself. So now it is visual to you. So these are the examples of end effector. Okay, I think it is enough for today, in particular this video, and I am going to finish here, and I hope you have got the idea. We will see in next video. Okay, take care.